I retired from the FBI March 1979. At that time, I was in charge of the FBI Los Angeles Division. I had more than 700 personnel under my command. Let's go back to 1776, May the 1st. Adam Weisshoff was commissioned by the Rothschild family to set up the goals to control and take over the world with a one world government. Adam Weisshoff came up with 25 goals. Among these goals were control the press, corrupt the youth through sex and drugs, elect our own people meaning the Illuminati, to key positions in all levels of the government, city, county, state, and federal. And it goes on. The final goal was to take over the world, the one world government. Information is very well documented by William Guy Carr in his magazine, his book, Pawns in the Game. Pawns in the Game. Pawns in the Game. When I retired, I had no idea what was going on. I had no idea about the Illuminati. I had no idea about Adam Weisshoff. This is the direction that we have to go. Americans, for the most part, are oblivious to what's really going on behind the scenes.
Come hither. I will show unto thee the judgment of the great whore that sitteth upon many waters, with whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication, and the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk with the wine of her fornication. So he carried me away in the spirit into the wilderness, and I saw a woman sit upon a scarlet-colored beast, full of names of blasphemy, having 7 heads and 10 horns. And the woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet color, and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls, having a golden cup in her hand, full of abominations and filthiness of her fornication.
Alright, so that's a channel called Revelations of Jesus Christ, y'all. Just wanted to show that clip for people who doubt that the Illuminati is a real thing. Did you notice that one of the symbols of the House of Rothschilds is the 6-pointed star of, quote-unquote, Star of David, with a lion in the middle of it, and I think the lion is carrying the banner of the cross. Isn't that interesting? And nobody ever mentions how Ethiopia is the original unperverted, unevil version of that. So what I've been saying on my channels for 8 years now, right, is that the real houses of Judah, Levi, and Benjamin are Ethiopic, right? And that these sons of Cain, who have run this game on all the creation for the past 400 years, have changed the maps, the territories, the times, seasons, and laws. And the book of Daniel says that this end time system would do pretty much just that it would seek to change the times, the seasons, and the laws, okay, that have forever been, you know. So, they change, and they moved populations of individuals from this country to that country, okay. So the thing is they stole the identity and history of the true Ethiopic black Yehudi and David and so on, because all these like super rich so-called quote-unquote Jewish families, and end quote, you know, that have all this money and have all this power, and they run our governments and secret societies and institutions. They funded them, okay? And like, for example, like the hospital that I had to take New World Order to defy her to, and then they didn't listen to anything I said about our religion, and then they just drugged her anyway, and they didn't show any respect towards my religion at all, which was supposed to be her religion too, but I don't know about all that. She's a liar. But anyways, the point is that ended up being a Rockefeller-funded institution. And they run all kinds of psychological experiments in that building and drug experiments, basically. They guinea pig people. It's a research hospital because it's for the University of Iowa in Iowa City. Okay, that's just a little side note. Point is this system and subversion or subversive, wicked organizations and groups of people like the Rothschilds has usurped history as we know it for the past 400 years, reset the history, and then that's why they even call the COVID thing, like back in the day they were calling the World Economic Forum and all them were saying it's the Great Reset. And then when people would talk about the fact that these wicked men have done this to us, like a reset, they call us conspiracy theorists, even though out of the horse's own mouth, they called this whole COVID switchover a reset, which the reset being all-encompassing biometric Internet of Things, Internet of Bodies, digital twinning, digital identification, digital authentication system. It's going to spy, track, and trace every single thing we do, period, all day, every day. Okay. So they fund both sides of every war. They do all kinds of wicked stuff, and they need to be put in prison. You know, secret societies are not welcome. Okay, it's okay to have your little club, or you're just doing regular stuff, and you look out for each other. You know, and that's what the Freemasons are like on the lower levels, but on the inner cloister, the inner circle, it's this Illuminati kind of shit. Okay, it's like that with all these groups. You know, so that's how they protect themselves. And that way you sound crazy when you talk about what these people really do behind the scenes and right in front of you, right out of their own mouth even. They think you're crazy because old grandpa down the street, he's a Freemason and he ain't evil and are into any of that shit. And that's how they protect themselves. Because grandpa down the street who joined the lodge ain't involved with that shit. Unless he's high up. But most of the time that's not the case. You know what I mean? Just regular folks. So anyways, I'm just wanted to post this up, and you know, they want to brainwash the youth. I mean, think about what just happened with me. Like, fuck, man, they've destroyed everything. Destroyed culture. Destroyed everything. Okay, and these people need to be locked up. Rockefeller, Rothschild, Bill Gates, Trilateral Commission, Bilderberg Group, Council on Foreign Relations, some of the highest up in the FBI, CIA, and Mossad, and so on. A lot of big pharma companies need to be shut down and arrested, like Bayer, and then Monsanto, of course, and Bill Gates' funded mosquito research project, Oxytec, needs to be shut down, where he's just unleashing genetically engineered mosquitoes without the consent of any living man or woman, or the consent of morality and common sense. These are the people ruining the creation. They poison our culture. They're the ones that are making whores out of your daughters. And beta male punk little inversions of males. They're the reason that everything is the way it is. The Facebook, the obsession with social media, the lack of ability for the youth in the upcoming generations to even know how to interact in the normal way that we always have. Like, you can't ask a girl out in real life anymore. Like, they get freaked out and like reclusive about it. It's like you have to be on Tinder and be like, do you want to do it like right off the bat? And it's like, okay, yeah. But if you like are a gentleman and you like say you're beautiful and I'd like to, take you out for dinner, or I'd like to, do some artwork together sometime, or and actually get to know them like without having sex first. They just look at you like you're crazy, just like they think you're creepy because you said all those things. I guess I just have to get on Tinder and just be like, "Do you want to do it or what?" See what I'm saying? Like that's how far the world has gone. It's gone, and that's why I have a great deal of mercy on New World Order Defier, because she is a victim, okay, of this directly of the mind control system situation, like all the MKUltra projects and all that stuff. I'm not saying she was in the original MKUltra, but the fact of the matter is MKUltra never ended, y'all.